And your makeup looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I'm still all done up from being at Epicurious earlier today.
I know.
I got home and I was like, I should take my makeup off so I don't break out. And then I was like, but I look pretty.
Yeah, you gotta like get as much like mileage out of that as you can.
I literally, it looks good right now. My neck was broken out. Like, not just broken out, but I think I had like an allergic reaction to something this morning because I had like all these weird bumps down the front of my neck. Which I was like, what is this? Are these zits or am I? So I just took I basically put hydrocortisone on, took a Claritin, took an Advil. I was just like, let's bomb the system because I don't know what's going on here, but it seems to have kind of cleared up, but also the makeup is probably hiding it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see anything from this web camera.
Nice.
So.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah, I always break out into weird rashes or hives, or my skin's always freaking out about something.
Me too. Very sensitive skin, especially in the winter. Sensitive. It's just
forget it. Yeah, I'm just basically an alligator.
Yeah, every night I have a routine where I have to cover my slather my whole body basically, or else I just become I start cracking and bleeding.
Yeah, what is that? My hands too, with washing my hands so much, I feel like it's bad. Oh, our bodies.
Oh, bodies. They're
bodies. Fun. Our bodies.
Bodies. They're fucking weird. So, should we introduce this?
Yeah, let's jump in. I think you got enough, right?
Yeah, I think there's something in there. Welcome to
Witchcast!
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And this is the Witchcast Podcast.
That's right. We're your novice, growing, learning, evolving witches exploring everything under the woo-woo, witchy, spiritual universe umbrella.
Yeah. If the Catholic Church wants it out, we want it right here, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And today's episode is just you and me, and we're talking about we're doing something we've talked about doing for a while that I'm very excited about.
Same.
We are going through the suits of the tarot. So today we're doing all of the cards in the Pentacle suit.
Pentacles.
We're going through, talking about every single one of those cards. We're talking about the suit. We're talking about the journey, kind of. We didn't really talk about the journey, but we took some notes, and we'll probably figure it out as we go.
Yeah, I'm excited about this because we've done, we focus a lot on major arcana. We've had June on, we've talked about all the major arcana cards, and those are always sexier and flashier, bigger ones.
Yeah, they're the ones that people show pictures of and stuff. They're oh, the lovers, people have tattoos of.
I was just gonna say they
lovers.
get tattoos of those,
you know.
But what about the suits, man? The suits are important too.
That's right. Three of Pentacles getting overlooked out there.
Yeah, and obviously, I was thinking about this while we were doing research. This is such an audio-only medium. It's kind of funny we're talking about tarot cards. But I think this is just a nice kind of intro. We're not going to we have a limited amount of time. We're not going to go super deep into all of them. And I think everyone interprets cards differently. But these are just some jumping off points for you to think about.
Yeah, it's something where it's I feel like even now when I do tarot readings, sometimes with the suits and the numbers, I'm kind of guessing, Yeah. So I feel like really diving in is a good thing because it's you can finally really I feel like I will finally really have a more encyclopedic understanding of the tarot when we're done with this, as opposed to a very deep understanding of the major arcana and then sort of a glancing familiarity,
a nice glossing
with the
over
minor arcana.
Yeah, exactly. That's a crash course, and for me, going through them in order was kind of what, like you said, was helping me kind of get an idea of that journey a little clearer, and also just the key phrases and things to look for. Also, we should preference this is the Rider Waite deck or Rider Waite-inspired decks that we're looking at. I know that there's Thoth, there's several other types of tarot, so
True.
This is we're focusing more on Rider Waite.
Yeah, and talking about the visual medium thing, audio medium, I was thinking about that as I was doing the research too, and I was oh, it's sort of we're an audiobook version of Biddy Tarot in some ways, because I feel without coordinating, I'm sure we both looked at Biddy Tarot a lot in this process.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to Biddy Tarot. We did not steal from you. We are honoring you.
Yeah. We will be occasionally quoting you.
Yeah, but this is totally an audiobook version. I think this is a nice thing for you to listen to while you're doing other stuff. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to listen to our podcast. Thank you for even being here. But in my mind, I was oh, if you're if you're driving, if you're doing the dishes, this is a nice way to kind of get a nice overview glance of each of the cards of one suit, in one nice little dose.
Yeah, and again, like, everybody has their own way of interpreting things.
Right.
If you see or feel something else, if it's not your interpretation, that's cool. Actually, we'd love to hear about, like, what you do.
Ooh, yes, please tell us. And I think also the cards are totally dependent on the readings, right? The context on which they're pulled, where they are within the spread of whatever spread you're doing.
Yeah.
So, of course, listen to your own gut and, like, your own kind of intuition and, how you're interpreting the cards. These are really kind of just a base level interpretations.
Yeah, like, context is very much everything. And also, like, different decks with different art and stuff will sort of suggest different readings, too. Absolutely. A little refresher course for you. Just a little refresher course. And or, just some time to hang out with us. Why not?
Yeah, welcome. Hi. So good to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. As always.
As always. So shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's fucking do this thing.
Oh, wait. Side note. Sorry. I just have to say this. This is totally off topic. Have you watched Encanto? Because we haven't talked about this yet.
I haven't watched it yet. No, tell me I know I gotta watch it.
Emily.
We're gonna watch it this
so
week.
Good. Okay.
We were debating whether to watch that or The Wedding Singer last night, but The Wedding Singer was going off Netflix, so we watched it.
I think that was a fair choice.
Thanks.
Encanto will be there,
It'll be there,
It's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. Would love to hear your thoughts.
Very excited to watch it. Let's next episode.
Okay. We'll report back on Emily's thoughts on Encanto.
Please have seen Encanto by next episode, Witchcasters.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so before we start with the ace, which, so to be clear, we're splitting it up. I'm doing ace to 6. Kate's doing 7 to queen. And then I'm coming back for king because we miscounted when we first started doing this.
Let's be fair. Kate miscounted because Kate is bad at math.
I could easily have checked that at any point.
I always forget about the
yes.
darn page, and I shouldn't forget about the page. But I'm just like, 10 night. Yeah, I forgot about the page. That's my B. That's my bad.
We're all just doing our best out here,
Yeah, we're trying.
But so I did a little research also on, like, what it is, like, what's up with the Pentacles as a suit altogether. So I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about that. I'm sure you also did that, but, like, why not hit that right off the bat?
I did not. I only looked up what element it was to remind myself for what color pen to use in my notebook.
Love it.
Over to you, Emily Duncan.
All right, so the Pentacles as a suit. Well, the first thing I have is, in fact, what element it is, which is, of course, Earth. So Pentacles as a suit, it's Earth. It's like, it can be in a reading an Earth sign person, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then, so when we see it in the tarot, usually we're thinking about something physical, tangible, material things, material wealth, your sort of physical or external, like, world. So a lot of these cards relate to, like, career, your finances, material goods, but it can also be, like, your physical health or, like, manifesting creative projects, stuff like that, but things that are sort of more that, like, external existence, and then sometimes on an internal side of things, it can be, like, ego, self-esteem, self-image, but, frequently to the degree that they, like, relate to your material wealth or how you present to the world in terms of, like, your status, belongings, that kind of thing. I thought that this was super helpful, honestly, to go.
Yeah. I'm nodding.
I was like, oh, shit.
That's great. Yeah.
And then the other side of Earth is, of course, as well as being, like, what is tangible, it's also, like, the Earth. Like, it's the natural world. It's, like, literal and figurative Earth. Like, so soil, fertile ground, creativity, creation, which is, sort of the flip side of the card. And also often, like, if you were looking for advice out of, like, if I have this problem, which is, like, maybe I'm too stuck on my career, I'm too stuck on overly materialist feelings, things, your solution can then be also Earth, like, get out into the natural world, remind yourself what really matters, like, find some time for creativity, grounding, you know?
I loved that connection. I noticed that through line through my research as well, because it makes a lot of sense. A lot of the imagery is, like, harkens back to, like, olden times where, like, your literal harvest of what you sowed, you reap, right? So, like, it makes total sense that we have this abundance, earth, like, plants, harvest of green things, equally related to what we now in modern times look at, career, money, etc.
Yeah,
Did
totally.
that make sense?
I think that made perfect sense.
my brain stopped for a second. My brain like could not connect to my mouth for a second.
And then so like, yeah, the last thing I have on this is just like the good stuff is like manifestation, hard proof, things realized, as in like made real, and like prosperity, money, finances, doing well, feeling good. And then the bad stuff is like greed, a scarcity mindset, being like materialistic or like overindulgent, where you're like not taking care of your physical body because you know, or like your finances are out of whack, or your personal life is out of whack because you're so focused on finances, career, getting.
I noticed a common theme of that too in my research of like imbalance, and then also like perfectionism or like working yourself into like a corner, right? Or like, you know, just kind of like trying to let blood from a stone. So I think balance comes up a lot through these cards.
Nice. All right, so
I love this suit. This is a good suit.
Yeah, I was feeling very like, oh, cool. Now I get the Pentacles, and you know what? I like the Pentacles.
I've always liked the Pentacles, but that's because I'm a greedy bitch. But like,
yeah, I know. I'm always like, money, please.
They're honestly, I think they're one of. I mean, well, I'm curious. We should do a recap after we've done all 4 suits and be like, which suit do we like the best? What speaks to us the best? Because like, I'll tell you right now, in the beginning of this process. Right now, my favorite suit, and this is even before research, I've always loved the Pentacles. I hate the swords, but that's because the swords are scary.
The swords are scary. Yeah, I feel like the cups are usually like the ones that I'm like,
yeah.
Nice cups.
Are good. Cups
you know?
are good. Cups are good.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to actually like dive into all of them and get to know them a little better, because it's also like some of these cards are better than others, or not better because it's not like good, bad, but like better omens if you want to take them that way, you know, or like the things that they talk about are more positive versus more like uh-oh-y kind of things.
Yeah. That's the technical term.
More uh-oh-y, you know?
Yeah. A lot of uh-oh in the swords.
So shall we go into the card by card rundown?
Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
All right, so starting off with the Ace of Pentacles. So upright, we're looking at a new opportunity, whether that's like your finances or your career. We're talking about manifestation. We're talking about abundance, but we're talking about like the possibility of it, or like, you know, something knocking at the door. So then, and then reversed is like missed opportunities, not planning enough. So like not being able to take opportunities as they come. So like lack of planning and foresight is how Biddy puts it, because I also have their exact words here, and it's really hard not to just read them sometimes. And then, so the Rider Waite imagery is like a hand coming out of some clouds, and it's like holding up, sort of like loosely holding up a large coin, and it's like a giant hand, just like, maybe you want this coin.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I feel like maybe describing the imagery is less helpful than I thought it would be when I hear it out loud. But
no, I love it. No,
good,
actually,
right?
it brings it right to my mind's eye. I like totally recognize it, but
nice.
You know,
Awesome.
That's maybe also because I love tarot so much. But go on.
All right, so it's hand, cloud, coin, and it's sort of like, is it offering it to you? Is it just like showing it to you? And so it's like, it's not a guarantee, it's a possibility. And then so the meaning is just that. It's like, it's all about beginnings, new beginnings, opportunities, potential, which is like all of the aces are basically about the start of something. But so with Pentacles, it's about opportunities related to the material world. So finances, physical health, material possessions, manifestation of your goals, like in like a physical, realizing kind of tangible sense. And it could be money, it could be business, it could be a job. Is there anything else that's really important in this meaning? I feel like that's it. It's like, basically it's an opportunity for prosperity, it's an opportunity for abundance in the material areas of your life, but it's only an opportunity. So you're on the path, but the Ace of Pentacles is like, hey, something's knocking at your door, you have to take the next step to actually make it happen. Or like, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to grab it? Are you going to be ready? You know? Like,
yeah, I love that. I also love like doing it in this order, because I noticed this too when we get later into the other end of the suit. Like, oh, aces all mean beginning. Duh. I never thought of that before, because I've always thought of tarot cards as such a singular kind of thing. You draw a card and then you interpret it as it is in the reading. But looking at the whole suit holistically, I'm like, oh, duh, that makes so much sense.
I know. There's a bunch of notes that I have in here that are like, wow, I just learned that.
It's not like we're on our 5th season of a witch podcast.
Right? Like, I do tarot readings or like tarot drawings for myself and stuff, but it's still just like, so rarely do I sit down and think about how they all fit together in the deck.
Yeah.
And I should, but, like, I don't, you know? I just don't. And so this is,
human.
like...
It's okay.
Yeah. You know, I mean, everybody's got stuff that they're doing. Like,
yeah.
It's so easy to, like, lean on the little booklets that come with them, too, and just be like, let me just double check that I've got that right. And then you're like, yes. You know? And then things to consider. If you see the Ace of Pentacles in a reading, it's like, am I seizing my opportunities? What could be coming my way? How can I be ready when an opportunity does come along? And what can I do, like, right now to manifest what I want for my projects, what I want for my career, what I want for, like, my vision of my life and the world and, like, how things will look around me. So that's Ace.
Love it.
Number 2. 2 of Pentacles. So upright, it's like time management, priorities, or like prioritization. It's like taking things as they come, like adapting, being flexible. And then the reversed, although again, you know, reversed is like, you know, it can be the opposite, but it can also be like internal, but it's overcommitted, disorganized, needing to think about your priorities or reprioritize. And then so in the Rider Waite, the 2 of Pentacles is like a juggler with a cone on his head who's like juggling 2 coins and an infinity symbol.
I totally see that.
Which is like he could keep doing this forever, or it's like maybe he's stuck in an infinite loop. That's always, I always feel like, I feel like I think it's supposed to be a more positive thing, but I do kind of feel like having 2 coins in infinity feels like also a little bit of a interminable juggling.
Good word.
And thank you. And then, like, Biddy said this, which I would not have thought of, so I'm just going to share it directly as they wrote it, which is in the background, 2 ships sail the high seas, bobbing up and down on the huge waves. Another sign that the ups and downs of life are manageable with focus and attention. Which I thought was a valid point.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's all about, like, you're juggling, you're staying afloat, you're like, you know, and then, of course, it's in the positive, so the meaning, it's, you know, you're juggling priorities, maybe you're doing a great job balancing it, but also, like, hey, remember that this is a balancing act, and, like, you are juggling, and, like, you know, the line is thin between, like, keeping control and, like, things getting out of whack. So this is one of those ones that's all about balance, and again, because it's Pentacles, it's, you know, you think about it in terms of how your career, your time, your energy, your resources, in a more physical, tangible way. So some things you could ask yourself, like, how can I create systems to make things easier for myself? Am I juggling too much? What can I put down? How can I be more flexible so that if, like, you know, am I like one strong wind away from this thing going to shit, or like, you know, or am I like feeling good about my balance right now? So it's just like something to consider.
I love that. That is giving me multiple layers to 2 of Pentacles I've never really thought about before.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling very excited about Pentacles today. The 3 of Pentacles we've got is all about like teamwork and collaboration. So another thing that I am learning, which of course this makes sense, but is like, if you think about it, the aces are like a new beginning, a new opportunity. And then 2 is like, you know, how are you organizing? How are you like planning? How are you staying flexible? And then 3 is about teamwork and collaboration and project management. So it's like
makes so much sense.
Going down. It's almost like you're going down a journey, but instead of it being like a hero's journey, like the major arcana, it's like a middle manager's journey. Yes. Which is also like how the major and minor arcana kind of relate to each other.
Yes, absolutely. That is a perfect example. Yeah.
So the 3 of Pentacles is all about teamwork, collaboration, learning, like putting things into practice, managing things. And then, you know, when it's reversed or when things are off kilter, it's like teams that are dysfunctional, or like things that aren't aligned, or maybe you need help and you're not asking for it. Like maybe you're doing too much on your own. The Rider Waite has like, it's like a young stonemason working with his tools on like a cathedral, and there's like architects there, and there's like there's a cathedral like with ceilings and shit. I don't know. It's like, it's intricate. Everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's getting their crafts done. Oh, okay. So the Three of Pentacles, the Pentacles are like in the cathedral itself. So it's like instead of one person having all the pentacles, it's like everybody's working together, building this thing. Boom. Some pentacles. And so the meaning is like each person has something valuable to give to a project. It could be like a sign to collaborate if you want to like achieve something bigger, or if you're feeling like you're out of balance, maybe the thingy that you need is more teamwork or a team. Biddy said, the Three of Pentacles represents the value of different ideas and levels of experience in collaboration, which I thought was well phrased, so I'm just sharing it directly with you. It's like the first stages of like building something, making something, and it's like, again, the Ace is the idea, 2 is planning, 3 is like we're starting to execute, we're working together. We are on the path. We're not done. We're not even really close to done. We're at 3. Right. But, but now's a great time to like put in like project management, to think about organization. Mm-hmm. So it's like some things to consider are like, am I going it alone when I know other people would bring something to the table? Am I valuing other people's input? Do I have the organizational systems and like management in place that I need to get to where my big thing is? You know, I have this coin in the sky. Am I organizing things to get my hands on that coin? And then like, how can I learn from my current projects or the people that I'm working with to bring more to my next thing? Because it's like different levels of experience, and like this card's a little bit about learning as well as collaboration.
Yeah, love that. Love learning. Love it.
And then after this, it starts getting a little less fun, but that's okay. Before. The Four of Pentacles is like the Four of Pentacles is like saving money, security, conservative budgeting, but also like scarcity and control and overspending and greed and protecting yourself and stuff. So it's like, okay, we're looking at the card. It's the Rider Waite deck. What you're looking at is like a little man who kind of looks like a duke, and either he's on like a stool or a throne, but it's like a tiny throne, and he's sitting like outside the city, because you can see like the town or the city or whatever like way behind him in like a little skyline. And he's just sitting and he's squeezing his coin, or maybe he's like presenting it artfully, but I think he's like squeezing his coin.
Yeah.
And he's got a coin on his head, and his other 2 coins are under his feet.
Right. He's like holding for, like, gripping them for dear life. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the pentacles are like on top of his head. They're like stopping him from like connecting with the sky. They're like under his feet, so he can't get up. And he's like, he's squeezing. He's all alone, and he's just like, oh, my money. I got to keep my feet on my money.
Yes.
So you can probably guess from there where this is going. So the meaning is like, maybe examine your relationship with money, and like, good, maybe you've like created some wealth and abundance for yourself, and like the positive is like, seems like you've really done a great job getting those coins, buddy.
Good job, Mike.
Well done. But like, more likely, maybe you should be asking yourself about whether you're doing things with like a scarcity mindset, which is just like feeling like you can not have enough, or like things could go wrong and you could lose all your money like tomorrow.
Yeah, being a Scrooge about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, especially with like money and material possessions, it's like, are you enjoying what you have, or are you just kind of stockpiling it? Are you being like, are you like cutting off other people in order to be like, money. money. And is it like, will someone take it away from me? Will am I going to lose it? And so it's like, you ask yourself, like, am I being too conservative in my spending? Like, how's my budget looking? Am I letting money become more important than my relationships? Or am I spending too much time and energy on work? Or even on like one of my own projects? Like, if you're, again, context is everything, but it's like, am I putting too many of my resources or my energy into one thing at the expense of another that I'm not even seeing?
I've never done that.
You're right. Yeah.
Me never.
And then like, also flip side, have you done enough to protect your financial future? Maybe like, if you're like, I don't relate to any of that, then maybe the issue is the opposite. Maybe you're overspending. Maybe you're like, I think it's just like, take a hard look at your budget and think about like how you're feeling, how things are looking, your financial picture, and also how it's affecting your relationships. I don't know. If the other parts of your life are falling away for like one thing, right, then usually that's not great.
Yeah, balance is key, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy has the opposite of balance. He's got a little stool and loneliness.
I love that image too. I think I've mentioned this on past episodes, but like I first got into tarot when like a roommate of mine gave me this like little tiny, you know, mini tarot Rider Waite deck of like, it was like a gift shop type thing, you know, one of, I can't remember, you know, souvenir trinket.
Yeah.
But I got really into tarot by just studying those, and they were the traditional Rider Waite illustrations. So when you describe the cards, I can picture them perfectly in my head, and I love that image of this little like elf dude because he has a red cap on, like he's literally stepping on his own money and like hoarding this big coin. Like it's just such a funny image to me. It's so perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, mine.
It's mine. It's mine. It's like when a dog has like a chew or a bone and like won't let you near. It's like,
yeah. All right, 5 of Pentacles. All right. So if you've seen the 5 of Pentacles, you know. So it's like upright. It's financial loss and poverty, or like a lack mindset, isolation, and then like reversed, it's like maybe internal, like personal, spiritual type poverty, or recovering from a big loss or a financial loss especially, but you know, but yeah, so it's like loss, poverty, feeling lonely, feeling like nobody's helping you, or feeling like you have nothing, even if, you know, like, because sometimes it's like a little thing can go wrong and you can be like, I'm ruined.
Right.
But like, so it doesn't have to have been like a giant, like you lost your house thing, but it's like, it's, you know, there's a feeling of lack. And then, because in the picture, you've got 2 people walking through like ice and wind and snow, and they're like holding each other, and they're destitute, and they're living in poverty, and they look miserable, and like right behind them is a church with its lights on.
Yes. The church one, yeah.
Yeah, and so the idea is that, like, these people are so focused on their own, like, problems and misery that they're not seeing that there's help right there. And so the 5 of Pentacles is like, hey, maybe you hit fart times.
Maybe you've hit hard times.
In fairness. The 5 of Pentacles, it's like, maybe you've hit some hard times in, like, a material sense. Maybe something really bad is happening, or maybe you're just like feeling financially insecure. Hello, millennials. Sorry.
Hello, pandemic.
My notes on this got way more unhinged the further down I got.
Mine did too as I went on. Oh yeah, definitely started losing.
You could have like a bruised ego. So, you know, it could just be that feeling of like, I'm disgraced. Especially because, like, the way that it connects is, like, success, the way that we think of success and how success is perceived is so frequently tied to, like, material goods or, like, our status with our career and our, like, accomplishments, our creative output or whatever else. Right. So this is, like, that's the state you're in. I'm ruined. But the good news is that, I learned this from Biddy today. Nice. Because it's a minor arcana card instead of a major arcana card, it's like the effects are temporary, because the major arcana is more about like longer term impact, and the minor arcana is more about like shorter term, temporary, like current situations.
Yeah, that makes sense. Totally. We knew that.
Yeah, which I totally learned not today. I just said this today, but not today. Yeah, but so you might feel isolated and alone, like you're out in the cold, but actually there's help right there if you can stop focusing on being miserable long enough to see it, and then have the ovaries to ask for it. I am reading my own notes.
I love it. Tough love.
So things to think about are like, this is temporary, help might be nearby, are you looking around for the help that is there? Like, are you just in your own head? And if not, hey, good news, it probably won't last.
I think this is a big problem that a lot of people have, is that we don't realize how much support and help there is out there for us if you just ask. Like, people can't offer it if you don't if they don't know what you're going through.
If they don't see you, if you're standing in the shadows being like, I am miserable.
Exactly.
Just to yourself. You got to yell it a little louder.
Yeah, maybe go knock on the door. See if they
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
totally.
know until you ask. Totally.
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 Hope, faith, spiritual support, etc. It's right there. It's the Five of Pentacles.
It's the Five of Pentacles.
And then the Six of Pentacles. So this is like, things have gotten better again. Temporary came true. So the Six of Pentacles is like giving, receiving, sharing wealth. It's generosity. It's charity. It's like, giving and getting in return. And like, wow, the beautiful cycle of generosity. And then like, if you're like, negative effects of Six of Pentacles. I'm so unhinged today. I'm so sorry.
I love it. I love unhinged.
Six of Pentacles reversed. Not good. It could be good. But it could be not good. It might be like, hey, maybe you need some self-care. Are you being too generous with other people but not generous with yourself? Mm-hmm. Are you expecting something in exchange for your generosity? Or maybe like... you have some unpaid debts. That's another one. That's an option. Maybe you've got some debt you got to worry about. Or maybe you're like owed some debt, Is it one-sided charity? Is this circle actually just a line?
It's a complex card, yeah.
Yeah. So basically it's about generosity. It's about giving. The Rider Waite version shows it's a man in a beautiful red robe. He's like passing out coins to two beggars. He's got like a balance scale, so it's like fairness, it's equality, it's redistribution of wealth, it's taking the means of production. It's so he's got like a little justice-y scale thing, and then the card, and then he said, like, here you go, beggars, have some pentacles. And so meaning-wise, it's about, like, financial security, it's about generosity, it's like, dang, you're in, like, a good spot, you're giving stuff away, and that's a good thing, because it'll come back to you, for the most part. Generally, that's what it means. It's like, you are giving generously, like, good on you, continue that, can you be more generous, and if so, like, maybe it's not money, like, giving of your time, giving of your, like, wisdom, volunteering, giving... intangible gifts or physical gifts. That's all in the big old circle. The Six of Pentacles tells us that when we give, we get back. Every contribution you make is valued. Your presence is present enough.
What you give.
Yeah, exactly. You get what you give, and threefold.
Yeah.
Unless it's reversed, in which case it's like, you're not giving what you got. Or like,
yeah. Take a look at that.
Yeah. So some things to consider are like, how can I be more generous? What does it mean for me to be generous? Am I giving enough to myself? And like that. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right. Did that one make sense? I feel like I got a little down the ramble hole.
You did, but the rambling made sense to me, at least. I feel like, in a lot of these cards, usually when, at least for me, when I pull them and I'm starting to understand the basic understanding, I immediately start to apply, then like think about, right, how this applies to my current situation or what I'm asking. So I think, like we said in the beginning, these are all just kind of baseline interpretations. Like maybe you're not like doling out gifts and cash, but like, are you giving a lot too much to your job? Is your like, if people at your work asking you to do too much, put in too many hours, or you feel whatever, maybe that's a bad interpretation, but there's other ways to be giving and generous.
Yeah.
To get, other than just literally handing out cash to beggars on the street.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Kate, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pick back up with the Seven of Pentacles. So it's interesting hearing your journey, your trajectory up to my little half now. So Seven of Pentacles is all about kind of that long, hard haul, like working for the long term.
I'm so sorry. I was like long, hard, haul. Sure.
Yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter. Being sustainable, persevering, commitment, investment. I feel like, maybe in this little journey of middle management, you've had kind of, you got a new job, you maybe were juggling too much, you had an iffy team, but you made it work, you maybe had some downfalls or like whatever, but now you've given back, and now you're kind of like a seasoned middle manager. You've put in some years. You're at a comfortable pay, and you're starting to reap the rewards of everything you've sowed in the past, right? So if this is reversed, maybe look at maybe you might be hitting some roadblocks. You might be not getting what you think you deserve, or you might not be getting success from all of the hard work. It might feel a little bit frustrating. There might be a lack also of long-term vision. You might be not really focused on the bigger picture. And that's what this card, I think, is kind of trying to encourage. So the visuals of it from the Rider Waite deck, it's this farmer kind of looking back at their hard-earned harvest. I didn't take as detailed notes as you did, but I know... No, it's okay. I wanted to try and keep them a little more generic, but also I was lazy and my hand was cramping because I pulled an Emily and hand wrote everything. But yeah, it's looking back. There's plowed fields, so I think it's a great card. I mean, all these cards are great, right? Good, bad, those are human constructs anyway. Things to think about, it's important. Yeah. Nothing matters. So it's important to think about, celebrating the progress that you've made so far. And you've worked really hard. It's okay to celebrate that and acknowledge like, hey, I've come this far. And also, make sure you're looking at the big picture. I think one of my go-to tarot card reading cheat phrases I always use, which maybe readers and Instagram followers might notice, is I always am like, take a step back. Because I think we can always take a step back.
It's never
and
wrong.
Take a look at the bigger picture, right? But, if you think about it, are you on the right track? Like, what are your goals? What are the long-term effects of what you're working on now? If you are having a hard time getting to where you want to be, this card is encouraging you to be patient, be kind with yourself, do what you can with what you have, and trust that the hard work will get you there. Maybe re-examine your tactics and strategies if they aren't getting you to where you want to be. But this is a pretty celebratory card in the sense that it's like, hey man, you're doing it.
You're doing it.
Good job.
Look at you harvesting.
You got it, man. Moving on to 8 of Pentacles. So this is about, I love this. It's about apprenticeship and developing new skills, learning, mastering your craft through repetition. Reversed, it could mean more, it could mean looking at activity that is maybe not quite serving you the best, might be a little misdirected. It also, again, I see this kind of come up a lot as perfectionism. Could be that you're too hard on yourself, or it also could mean more internally self-development versus something outside of yourself, like your career. So in the Rider Waite deck, we see a smith. I call him a smith. I don't know if it's a smith, some sort of craftsman, right? Working, focused intently on working on their craft. In the actual Rider Waite deck itself, it's like an actual dude
yeah, he's
engraving a pentacle. He's
hammering a little pentacle into the coin.
He's doing it. He's working really hard. He's super focused. Something I didn't write down, but I remember is that the town is outside his window, kind of further away. So he's focused more.
That's true.
He's removed from his town to focus more on his craft. So this is a really hardworking and conscientious card. You're committed to the work, and it's hard, but you got this. Again, it's very encouraging. You're on the right track. You might have recently started classes or took a workshop or getting another degree or something. There's definitely a hint there of higher or further education and training. Like I said, be aware of being too perfectionist with what you're working on. If you're frustrated, make sure again that you're focusing, take a step back and make sure you're focusing on the right tasks and goals. Maybe try a different approach if what you're currently working on isn't working. But good job. Way to focus, man. It's hard to do in these days.
Yeah, you're God, you're so focused. You're like a little smith. Focus smith.
Shall we move on to the 9 of Pentacles?
I'm ready for the 9 of Pentacles.
Okay. I love this because as we progress in the Pentacles suit, I notice it does feel like you are progressing in this journey of your career. You're getting older, you're getting more established. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about self-sufficiency, financial independence, luxury, dare we say?
Oh, yes. This
You've
is
made it.
probably image-wise my favorite card in the Pentacles.
Yeah, it's a beautiful card. So reversed, I will say before we dive into the visuals, this might talk to
Sorry, I got excited.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It might talk to hustling, kind of maybe overworking, overinvestment in your work, and also look at your self-worth. But the visuals are a really, I wrote down, successful person in thriving garden.
Okay. So in the Rider Waite, I'm sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I got all the pictures up before, so I can tell you right now. He's got like, oh, I think our smoke alarm is going off.
Oh, no.
You know what? Just keep talking. And I'll just cut that bit out.
No, it's okay. Yeah, so I just wrote down successful person in thriving garden, but I know you have the visuals up. Paint us a picture.
Okay, so this bitch is in like a golden robe with roses on it that is like flowing, and they have like a hawk or like a little partridge or something resting on their hand, and they're like, ooh, my fancy exotic bird. And then they've got like a shrubbery behind them, and then like pentacles like draped around their like lower body.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. This
you
is
love
like
to see it. Yeah, so this is what I wrote. I wrote, treat yourself, exclamation point. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Again, you've worked real hard. You have abundance. You have harvested and profited from your hard work. But take care of your assets, you know. This is another big thing that this card talks about is independence. So it's not like you need to get this money from another source. You earned this, girl or guy or person. So invest it. Continue to look to build your financial independence, or whatever that means for you in terms of wealth, right? The concept of wealth. It could be friends, love, you know, etc. If it's reversed, you know, look into your own self-worth. Know that you are worth, maybe you aren't getting paid what you think you deserve, or you're not, you know, kind of being treated with the respect you know you deserve. Be like Lizzo, know your self-worth, don't stand for anything less.
Yes.
And invest in yourself. Self-love is also really important for this card. You know, if you are feeling really strung out or burnt out, take a break. Look for harmony and balance within all the areas of your life, right? We can't you can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't be totally focused only on one area.
Yeah.
This is about balance.
Yes. You can't just swan around with your shrubbery. You have to like keep moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. All right, moving on to 10 of Pentacles. So upright, we're looking at sorry, I couldn't read my handwriting. At first I thought it said scarcity. That was security. We're looking at financial security, because I was like, wait, this is a good one. I like the 10 of Pentacles a lot. I like this too because it focuses on family and the foundations of your, okay, you've made it. You're like a boss ass bitch. Now you're expanding your family. You're creating a legacy. You are now the provider. This is about long-term success, contributions, wealth. On the reverse side, it could also mean some failure or loss. It could also represent the dark side of wealth, as Biddy says. It could be greed, ego, etc. So take a look at that. And as the visual, I just wrote down wealthy provider of a family with an estate. In my goddess deck, it's like this big ass goddess woman, and she has like the little family in front of her with a baby, and like she's just like,
oh, that's great.
She's just like, they look like doll size compared to her. She's just kind of beaming over her legacy, over her family, you know. That's how I like to think of it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add about the visuals, Em?
No, there's goats in it.
There's goats. Yeah. You're the goat. And there's goats.
Yeah.
But like there's also I think imagery of like a lush estate, right? You also have it's not just your family too.
It's like a family. There's maybe like a person who it's actually kind of chaotic in the Rider Waite that I'm looking at, assuming that this is the correct image. But it's like there's like your head of family who's like in the front being like, hello, and then you've got like two sort of like young adults and then a baby and two goats, and the coins are just kind of everywhere, and then there's like a bridge thing, or maybe it's like an entrance to an estate, and then there's like a house behind with like a really tall chimney and like some trees and shit. It is There's a lot going on. It is community. It is family. It is giving. It is giving the chaos of giving a legacy.
I love it. It's like when I'm in the third generation of my Sims family and we have generational wealth and chickens and 3 cars. You can't have cars in Sims 4. That's a joke. But anyway, so things to consider. I wrote, you are killing it. #blessed. You are committed to a sustainable future. This card is encouraging you to continue to share your success, and that family is important to you. So it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to get married and have kids, right? Family can mean
chosen family
things, chosen family, your community. But either way, this card is a lot about kind of like you've made it and you're giving back in a different way than I feel like the 4 of Pentacles.
Oh, the 6, where he's like,
sorry,
yeah,
I was like,
6
I
is
forgot
like
my lessons already.
The 6 is like a duke who's like, here, beggars, have a little crumb of generosity. Whereas this is like, we are one. Like, there's no status difference. It's like, these are my people, and I'm sharing with them.
You're like you're king over your own domain. Like this, you're the grandma. You're the abuela. Sorry, watching Canto. Okay, so but you're good, abuela. Okay, so if reversed, again, question what it is that you really want. Look into, like, are you trying to, like, again, just kind of hit these check marks on paper because they look good, because you're told you're supposed to have these certain kind of success markers? Is this something that you really want to achieve or not? Also be aware of the trappings of wealth as well. Make sure that you're not kind of trying to hoard again or be greedy or just try to get to a certain place or certain like echelon of reputation and status for its own sake. And if you are experiencing any kind of setbacks, maybe again, take a step back and reevaluate your course of action.
Love it.
Boom.
Love
10.
it. Boom.
All right. Page of Pentacles, the one I forgot about. So, upright, which this is interesting because pages also represent new beginnings. I think in a different way than aces.
Right, because you've leveled up, baby.
You've leveled up, but this is maybe the start of a new, not like a brand new opportunity, but a next level. Manifestation comes into play here. More skill development and financial opportunity. When it's reversed, it can mean learning from your mistakes and failures. It could mean lack of progress. In the Rider Waite deck, in the visuals, you see like a young person thoughtfully examining a gold coin surrounded by lush nature. So this to me is kind of like a headier, thoughtful type of card. So you might be embarking on something new in terms of career, money related, but you're just starting out and you need to put the plans into place. You need to up-level yourself. Try something new. You got this. That's what I wrote.
Nice.
I always say you got this. But I'm like, I think, if you're having a place of stagnation in your career or whatever, maybe look at some courses or workshops, further learnings that you can take if you're not happy with your creative hobbies or approach, whatever. Try something new. Think outside of the box. If you get this reverse, maybe I literally wrote, take a step back, assess and trust your gut and learn from your past mistakes. So this, I think, was what sets it apart from the ace, is that you have past knowledge.
Yeah.
So, maybe you reached CEO level status after the 10 of Pentacles at your company, but it's just not doing it for you as much anymore. Or you want to embark on something new. You want to try a new venture. Maybe do a startup. Maybe just leave and be like, I'm doing a whole new startup. That to me is more Page of Pentacles. You've learned some stuff. You've been around the block.
Yeah, it's not like a hand being like opportunities out there. It's like you are, like the page is there.
It's
holding it in the same kind of pose, but like he's like...
But you're thinking about it, and it's there, and it's you. You're in it. You're in it, and you've been in it. Just maybe a new direction.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the Knight. We got, this one's a conservative card. Oh. I thought that was interesting, too, is that Knights are about work, making it work, routine, being productive, like really putting your nose to the grindstone. Reverse could speak to issues with kind of your self-control and self-discipline. You might be feeling a bit bored or stuck. And again, this also could speak to you being a bit of a perfectionist. You know, I'm just realizing too that I'm a Capricorn moon, and I think that might be also why I love the Pentacles so much.
It's speaking to you a little bit.
It's speaking to me a lot. Anyway, on the visuals, you have a knight who is still on horseback. He's not riding. He's not going anywhere. He is carefully examining the coin. Behind him are these plowed fields. So you've done, again, you've done the work. We're in the later parts of the soup. This is about soup. We're in the later parts of the soup.
I was like, yeah, it's more complex. It's aromatic. It's ready to go. But not yet. But almost.
But not yet. But
Takes
maybe.
time.
This is the part you got to chop some more things because I hate chopping.
Chopping's the worst.
Chopping's the worst, and it's always like the most time consuming. But this is what the Knight of Pentacles is about. It's about methodical, slow, plodding work. But it typically means that work is working. Trust that, as mundane as it is, you continuing on this path will get you to where you need to be. You just kind of need to go, like, deal with it for a while. Continue with that. One foot in front of the other. Stick with the daily grind. If you get it reversed, and you're feeling kind of stuck or in a rut, try to enforce a routine. Try to find some sort of schedule or like system that's going to help you get into a habit of getting to where you need to be, even though maybe it's not as fun. Or if you feel on the other flip side of it, it could also mean that you need to maybe break free from your certain routine. Maybe your routine that you already have in place isn't working and you need to think outside the box and break free. And again, just be aware of being a perfectionist, right? When we say that, it's like nothing is ever good enough, kind of working yourself down to the easiest, tiniest detail to the point of where it actually affects your productivity and efficiency. Yeah. No bueno. As I tell my coworkers, it's just media. No one will die.
Yeah, it's not rocket surgery.
Exactly. It's not rocket surgery. I love that. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. We love her. She's great. She's like totally financially stable and secure. She's providing on top of that. She's practical, but she's also nurturing.
Yeah,
And
big money mommy vibes.
She's a big money mommy. She's wearing the pants in the relationship. She's bringing home the bacon. She's putting the food on the table. Yes. Insert other euphemisms here. So she's a working parent, right? She's got it. Reverse, it could mean that you need to look at more self-care. There might be some conflict between work and home life. Again, finding balance and a need for financial independence. So we see a queen on a card. She's surrounded by success and pleasures. That's what I wrote. But anything you want to add, Em?
There's a rabbit. And flowers.
She's got it. She's got it all. You know the queen cards. They're all there's different symbolism in each of them, and then depending on the deck, of course, that you use, those you can infer more meaning from. But
yeah,
the
big
queens,
like growth and nurturing kind of vibes. She's like kind of It's
the queens and kings are really, I think, overall pretty great. And we've talked about this in the past. They can mean yourself or someone in your life outside of you. But I wrote having it all. Creating a calm and balanced life is important. You've had the success, you have the money, you have the family, you're doing it. You're just Liz Lemoning, last season Liz Lemoning all over the place. But, you got to make sure you take time for you. Or it could be a mentor in your life that is going to provide kind of this mentorship and nurturing and kind of stability for you. And if it's reversed, make sure you're taking care of yourself and ask for help if you need it. And be sure you're seeking balance in your life. She's a very calm and balanced person. She's not erratic. She's both money minded, but also caring and emotionally minded as well. She's doing it all. So make sure that you're finding ways to take care of both sides of your brain, so to speak.
Love it. Love it.
And that's the queen. Back
Nice.
to you, Em.
And I'm jumping right back in with the King of Pentacles. It was funny doing this because it was like, I didn't know that middle section. So I was like, I guess this is how the story ends, but I don't know how we got here. But so the king is like, his vibe is like a little more chaotic and a little less nurturing than the queen, but like he's cool. So it's a good card. Listen, they're all good cards, but it's a good card. It's like upright, it's like wealth, it's business, it's leadership, it's like security, it's, it's abundance meets discipline, And then reversed, It's like, could be like too obsessed with wealth and status, could be a little stubborn, could be like mismanaging the kingdom, like maybe your finances aren't quite in order, but like you have the money, you're just not like necessarily doing the right things with it. Or the general abundance. So the King of Pentacles, visually, he's like on a throne that's got carvings of bulls. So it's a little like, hey, Taurus.
Hey, Taurus.
And he's got like all sorts of like symbols of abundance and shit. He's got a scepter. He's got power. And he's got like a coin that's like, I can't tell. I think that it's actually like not on a chain, but I thought it was on a chain. I think he's just got like a fun collar. But I think he's just got like a pentacle like in... Like, he's sort of like, he's holding it from above. Like, oop, got a little pentacle. And...
Some nice ice.
Yeah, so it's, he's got all the...
Who's that guy that they had that reality show, dating show about back in, like, the early 2000s?
Flava Flav?
Flava Flav. He has a big clock, kind of like that. That's how I picture it.
Yeah. This guy wears every single chain, even when he's in the house.
Yes.
Because he started from the bottom. Now he's here. So meaning of the King of Pentacles, it's like it's material wealth, it's financial abundance, it's worldly success. Again, it's like all of those material things. Now you are at the top. You are at the tippity top. You are providing. You took your ambition. You took your confidence. You took your opportunities. You created wealth. And now you're like...
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes. And now it's like, what are you doing with that? So it's like his self-worth can be tied to that, but like in a good and bad ways. He's like fatherly. He can be, he can be, so it can be like a father figure kind of person. Again, like mentors could be here, but it could be advice, it could be guidance, it could be wisdom. Or it could be like you yourself or whatever. Also just a quick reminder that tarot and everything on this podcast are for entertainment purposes only. We are not telling you your future right now. But
no. Disclaimer.
Ways to interpret the cards. Anyway, as I'm here, like, maybe I see a father for you. Oh, no. But, so it's like, I think this one means your dad. So, is there a zaddy in the room?
Oh my God, stop. I can't, I'm dying. Your face is so hot.
So the King of Pentacles is like, he's confident, he's successful, he's attracting and managing his money, he's manifesting, and he's like identifying more opportunities for growth and success. It's like boom, 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 boom. But there's also that bit of like self-discipline and then control, and again, like, how are you managing, how are you investing, how are you giving back? Like, are you like too proud of your money? Is it like becoming part of your personality maybe?
Yeah, gross.
Like, so it's like he could swing Wall Street or he could swing like good guy,
Yeah.
Which are, yes, two mutually exclusive things.
No, they are. They do not intersect.
Yeah, and so some things to consider when you see this in a reading might be like, am I a king in my kingdom ruling madly? Am I appreciating how far I've come? Am I exercising self-discipline? How am I leading? How am I controlling? How am I moving forward? Like, what is my relationship with all of the good things that I've gathered?
I feel very motivated and encouraged and inspired by this suit. I gotta say, this makes me want to like, all right, let's get to it.
I know. I kind of feel like I learned something just reading about the cards.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like I am internalizing these things.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. So on that note, I feel like we've got to draw a card.
We have to draw a card. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was a pentacle? I don't want to
so cool if it was a pentacle.
Do you want to draw a card, or do you want me to?
Can we do your goddess deck?
Sure.
Unless you don't want to use the goddess deck.
No, I I'm always happy to use my goddess deck.
I haven't seen her in so long.
She's a tough loving mama.
It's true. Yeah, that is like a tough deck, but like.
But she's great. I mean, she's my oldest friend. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Let me shuffle.
All right.
I think we talked about this. Like, I want one of my goals for this year is to get better at tarot card shuffling.
Maybe we could have an episode where we just learn to shuffle.
And then we like really
talk through different techniques.
Our podcast listener.
I don't know. It could be a nice like ASMR episode.
Oh, dip, dude! I pulled the wheel.
Oh, dip indeed.
That's
the wheel. The wheel. The wheel. I don't know why I'm chanting it.
Isn't this the Wheel of Fortune that you had a hard time on remembering?
Yeah. It is the Wheel of Fortune, right? It just
in my deck they just call it the wheel.
Yeah. My brain is always like, that's not it. That's a TV show, Emily. And I don't know. I should trust. Wheel. One of the things I'm working on in therapy is like trusting myself more, and then like also extending that out to other people because I have a tendency to second guess myself. So I second guess everybody. I'm like, well, is that right? Should I look it up? And it's like, maybe just like leave it,
Yeah, I'm starting to recognize like these weird like behavioral quirks that I have are really just anxiety. And like I know this, but like I don't think I recognize how much it affects my day-to-day life. Like I think about the worst case scenario every single time I consider doing anything. Like the absolute worst, like nightmare fuel scenario.
Yeah.
And I tell myself it's so I'm more prepared, but I'm like, no, I realize that's just anxiety.
Yeah. Anxiety.
That's pretty bad anxiety, actually.
Yeah.
We're fine.
The wheel. We love the wheel.
The wheel. Okay, Biddy says, and I drew it up right, which is great because I've been doing a lot of tarot readings lately, and all of them have been coming up super reversed.
Oh no.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there, and good and bad is a human construct. But upright, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point.
Yes. I love that. It's like the wheel is like. It's, the things just keep coming around. And yeah, the good side of the wheel is like the good side of things coming back to you, which is like beautiful and great. Right.
Life has its ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and it's a karmic wheel too, right? What comes around goes around. And if you're going through a difficult time, things are going to get better soon. And, I meant to say, it's in bulk. When we're recording this, and
Holy
it's Lunar
shit.
New Year, and it's the new moon in Aquarius, and Mercury is stationing direct. When this comes out, Mercury will be direct. Venus also went direct, I think last week or the week before. So,
damn, this is a celestial convergence.
Yes, I'm feeling very optimistic. Mm-hmm. As our listeners know, I've been going through a hard time personally. So I'm like, come on, stars, like let's have a little breakthrough moment here.
Let's have a little breakthrough already.
Let's just like turn things around. So the wheel is also speaking to that too, I think.
Yeah. A turning moment.
A new moment's coming. This also is, I love that it speaks to help from higher forces. So there might, I've been really interested in working more on my intuition and my, spiritual work, my third eye, my connection to the spiritual realms. And so this card says that there are forces that are willing to guide you.
Yeah.
Whether that be whatever you believe, spirits, angels, ancestors.
Something's out there. What is the goddess that's on that in the goddess?
Oh, that's a really good question. I also wanted to add too that this Biddy says that if you're someone who likes to have control and stability, the Wheel of Fortune may come as a shock to the system. There are factors outside of your control influencing your situation, and that has been a big lesson for me. I am a control freak, and it's very hard to not have control.
Not having control sucks and is stupid.
It is so stupid. That's why I love The Sims. Because I can control everything. Okay. The wheel. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Welsh. You might know how. No. Arianrhod. Arianrhod.
Rhod. I'm not sure.
Arianrhod.
Sure, yeah, let's go with that. That feels right.
Wait, what did you say?
No, what you said I think sounded good.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect. Welsh goddess. Blah, blah, blah. Welsh goddess and lady of karma. Your destiny is my silver wheel that turns continuously. One moment in your favor, the next against you. I'm going to take it as a positive omen, though.
Yeah.
Things are,
It feels good. It feels like a turning point, you know?
A turning point. Destiny, man. You can't control it.
You can't control it.
On that note.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Witchcast Podcast. You can email us at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com. We love to get an email. You can check us out online at witchcastpodcast.com. And if you want to give us a little review, a little 5-star review, maybe a little comment or something, that's always really great, especially on Apple Music. But, you know, wherever you leave it is fine. Honestly, put it on Yahoo Answers. That's good, too.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Yahoo
A little Quora is fine.
A little Quora, yeah. But, you know, maybe a little... If you like us and you want to give back so you get some in return, we're not saying necessarily we can control that karma, but, you know, we would appreciate it. And we really, actually, in all sincerity, love when our listeners reach out to us and let us know how much the podcast means to them or what they like or don't like. You know, we love the feedback.
It gives us warm feelings in our bodies and minds.
In our silly bodies.
Yeah, in our silly bodies.
So silly. Okay, well then that's all for this week, and until next time.
Hex yeah! Yay!
'Cause it's Witchcast.